Howdy, everybody. Today, oh, hey, Tubby, you want to say hi to the people? You want to say hi to the people at home? Oh, you're Tubby. Uh, Howdy, everybody. Today, um, I was gonna be going over something I did yet last night. Yeah, I ranked. For first of all, if you can actually make out whatever the hell this is without having seen what I was doing, props to you. I get that. That's phenomenal. I mean, I I saved the tier list. And this is, I guess I can zoom in, but Jesus Christ, this is it's quite the shrinkage. But yeah, so last night, because I worked all day, I streamed in the middle of the night, and I ranked every single Pokemon, to my standard. Not incredibly well, to be fair. Like S and A are like well placed. The rest of them I could go back and like actually decide which ones I'd prefer over others. But yeah, not too much. I got like the bottom 10 for F as well, well made. So I guess we can zoom in and start actually critiquing. How do I scroll? Oh, I had to click in. There we go. So we go from F. All right, we have Graveler. I don't like Graveler. A Lowland Graveler at that is fucking awful. I don't get it. I'm not gonna go over every single Pokemon, by the way. I'm gonna go over F. I'm gonna look through D and C and B, and then I'm gonna show you A, and then my favorites. But yeah, so I mean, there's Qualadin, Gloom, Love Disc, Volibee, Alolan Raticate. It looks fucking disgusting. Alolan Persian. A lot of the Alolan forms I like, and a lot of the Alolan forms I actually hate with a passion. So it's kind of either or. Magmar's down there. I know people don't like that, but Magmar is down there, so deal with it. Smoochum, Volbeat, and Illumise. You know, the huge. Most of the Hisuian starters are down here. And then we get to the bottom 10, which is Alolan Graveler, Gothita. I don't even remember what that one's called, but it's the pre-evolution to Espathra, and they're just fucking, they look awful. They look really weird. Pelipper and Wingull for obvious reasons. Brionne. I don't know that one's name. I didn't use him in my playthrough. Impidimp, Tinkatink, I think, and then Toxel. Toxel just looks absolutely just horrible. Like you can't see him, but look at that. Look at this thing. Look at this absolute waste of space. It's just disgusting. It's vile. It's actually vile. It's a disgrace that that is a Pokemon. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, it's a shame. It truly is a shame. And recenter. I guess we can just shove me down here, just because this sort of tier listed. Could zoom more out. D tier. I don't really know some of these dudes. I think this one's this isn't Palafin. This is like Finizen. Yeah, Finizen. Yeah, like some of them. I don't hate a lot of Gen 9 Pokemon. Like honestly, like there's not too many on the list. Like at least for these bottom two tiers. Which is surprising because I didn't think I liked as many as I do. Even with Gen 8 doesn't have too many spots in here, but Gen 8 does take up like a solid like row and a half, 2 rows. A lot of D, I think, probably comes from Gen 5. Yeah, Gen 5. I don't think is there no Gen 6? Did I like everything from Gen 6? Yeah, because it goes from Gen 5 to Gen 7. I think I liked everything in Gen 6, which isn't a surprise. That's my babies. I love that generation. Yeah, I didn't hate anything from Gen 7. Gen 6. Things to note. Jinx, Electabuzz. I don't care for. I don't care much for the human type Pokemon, like the humanoid Pokemon. At least most of them. Some of them are cool, but most of them are just kind of weird. Like you see that down here as well with like Diggersby and Magmar, and freaking Smoochum, Long Weevil, Sneasler, Quaxley. Quabble. I don't remember. Yeah, it's just strange. But yeah, so I mean, A lot of the humanoid ones, I'm not that big of a fan of. Toxtricity's down here. I don't really care for him. He looks kind of just weird. A lot of the Hisuian forms didn't actually make it very high up on my list. Like, Sneasel and Braviary. I love Braviary, but I don't really care much for Hisuian Braviary. And then Gudris is kind of weird. Um, yeah, nothing too crazy to note down here. Like, just Sunflora. A lot of the pink blobs, I'm not that great of a fan of. They look too humanoid. They look too just bizarre. They look like this dude's especially like this one. I can't move him around because it's just an image, and I did this in incognito mode, so I literally can't fucking get it back unless I put it back to this. So I've made a mistake because now I have to actually do that in order to rank the rest of B and C correctly. So I fucked up. Well, yeah, just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, it's C. C, obviously, the largest spectrum because it's the middle of the pack. Not a whole lot of craziness going around here. We just got pretty much most Pokemon. Like I'm just gonna slowly scroll through, and if I see anything of note, like the only reason that Hisuian Sliggoo is here, and not in D, because it kind of reminded me of like. It didn't remind me of. I guess like maybe think of like someone's Tums like antacid pill thing, just having a worm stick its head out of it like an apple. Like, I think that's kind of funny. Zacian, I don't really care for a lot of the legendaries and like Ultra Beasts and all that sort of stuff. Like mythicals all lined up in this tier for me, just because I don't really hold that much attachment to them. Tapu Bulu is my favorite of them, so he's not in there. He's a little bit higher. But yeah, I mean, notice it, like a good chunk of starters that I haven't used much. They're in here. A lot of Gen 6 is in here, but there's a good chunk of Gen 6 that's not in here still, so I must really like Gen 6, which is fair. I did like Gen 6 a lot. It's a great generation. At least for Pokemon. I don't necessarily think for story, but I like Gen 6. I think Gen 6 is my favorite Pokemon game. Except maybe this new one, Scarlet and Violet, was pretty good. But, yeah, I don't know. Lots of Gen 5. I love Sawaddle a lot. I would probably bump it up to B, maybe, but it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, Mega as well. Might go bump up. Like Lucario, maybe. But yeah, most of what is here definitely deserves to be here, I think. So if you see your favorite Pokemon in here, just know that I think that they're middle of the run. They're okay. So Delibird's funny. Maybe he can go up to B. Alright, here we get to 2-1. Flareon. I think these might be the only two evolutions who didn't make it into C. Maybe Glaceon didn't get into B either. Like, well, yeah, Glaceon didn't make it either. I think everyone but Vaporeon, honestly, might have been able to make it. I don't really care much for Vaporeon, but again, Vaporeon's cool, so he might also make it into B. But they're my least favorite of the boys. So, yeah. So we got. And at the top of C, I started throwing things that I think could maybe go into B, like throwing sock. Like, again, very humanoid, so I don't have too much attachment to it because I didn't really use them. But I tried using him once as like a double battle team where I had Bert and Ernie on the team. And obviously, he was Bert and he was Ernie, and it was funny, but it didn't really work out. But it's fine. He's cool. Whatever. Shotgun, man. Now we hit B. So I ranked it with S being perfect, S being favorite, A being great, B being good, C being okay, D being meh, and F being bad. So we've hit good territory. If you're in B, I think you're good. I think you're pretty dang good for whatever reason. So, Koraidon's here. Again, I didn't really rank these up anywhere. Like maybe top of B has some that are like placed there because they deserve it, but a good chunk are just kind of here. So you have like the two crazy dudes. You have some of the legendaries. The only reason this legendary, these are the legendaries for the new game. I haven't come across him at all, but this guy reminds me so much of like Adventure Time animation style thing. So I just it looks like something that people like Finn and Jake would come across me like, hey, there's townspeople over there can't stop eating my sandwiches. I really want them. I'm gonna fucking destroy them if they don't stop. Yes, yeah, he's cool. Iron Bundle. Only one of each of the uh Paradox Pokemon from each game made it in. I like Great Tusk. He's the one of the main reasons I even got Scarlet, just because I like that version of Donphan better. And then Iron Bundle, he's kind of just a dude. He's just funny. He's just robotic Delibird with like a little fucking blaster cannon, like a Mega Man cannon thing. No, that's fucking hilarious. Ordum's cool. Scovillain's cool. Squawkabilly. I like the Elvis Presley look. Spidops is here. My starter was here. Quavel. There's Tapu Bulu. What legendaries did I put up to be? So there's Koraidon. There's those two, which I don't even know the names of. Let's see. There is... Where's some more? Metal, I guess, technically. Stakataka, Magirna, Kartana, Xurkitree, Solgaleo, Tapu Bulu. Some boys. Litten's on the list. I like Litten. Klefki's here. Let's see. Froakie and all that. Chespin, Chestnut are here. Love those dudes. Genesec's here. Meloetta's here. I don't really care much for most of the Gen 5 legendaries except for those two. So they're mythicals, so you're never going to get to see them. I'm never going to get to see them, so what are you going to do? So Hayo, some Cubchoo. Like, when it comes to B, there's a good chunk of Pokemon in here that I only really have in here because they are cute. Like, these two dudes, like, these two, like, I love Tepe because he's adorable, and I love Asha because he's adorable. But then there's also a lot of them that are B tier because I think they're fucking powerful looking as hell, and they are awesome. Escadrille, Electivire, Garchomp, stuff like that. Bronzong, I've always loved Bronzong. Some of them I also just had, like, a Pokemon card of that I was a really big fan of, and it made me like them a lot. Like Bronzong. It's just... So that boosted their likability in my head. Rayquaza's in B. Latios instead of Latios. I know that's not exactly what most people do, but I like Latios. I like Latios. I like Latios too, but I more prefer Latios. We have Pikachu in here because he's fucking Pikachu. He's cool. Marie, Falafi, Alolan, Rattata. He's got that funny mustache. I like it. Fanfi's in here. Most of the evolutions fall in here. Let's cut that off so you can get to see what's in A. Yes, yeah. Yeah, Sylveon, Espeon, Jolteon, Umbreon, Eevee. Pretty cool dudes. Heracross is here. Apom is here. Ambipom does not make it because I don't really care much for Ambipom, but Apom is adorable and I love him. I used to really like monkeys as a kid, so Apom was one of my favorites. In fact, I actually still have. This isn't Apom related, but okay, I can't find it. Oh, there. I have a blanket that I got for Christmas when I was like maybe more than 5 years, 4 or 5 years old. It's a monkey blanket, and I refer to it as monkey blanket. So I'm like, hey, where's monkey blanket? Like, it's like a person in the family. Got a bunch of little expressions on it. It's not big enough for me anymore, so it barely covers half the body, but it's awesome. And then we have, Hitmon boys. There's an Alakazam's dudes. Galarian Weezing, I think he's a majestic being. Porygon's, Ariados, Mankey, and Primeape, they're cool. Tentacool, pretty cool. Sudowoodo, I always like Sudowoodo. Scizor, Gengar. Just a bunch of dudes, just a bunch of gamers, and all the Reggies. I could probably bump up most of these Reggies to A, like everyone but Regidrago. I don't really care for Regidrago, but the rest of these dudes are awesome. Flygon as well. Ivysaur, I had an A, but I bumped him down to B just because of the skill ceiling to be an A, Like, I think up to Wobbuffet, like, this whole bunch could go up to A as well, if I thought about it. Just because Wobbuffet, he's just a silly looking dude. He's just a fun loving guy. Look at him. He's amazing. Doduo. Fucking love Doduo. And then we go into A. This is another one of the legendaries for this game for Gen 9. I have not seen it, but I'm not. But look at this thing. It looks like a fish got like some like some bottle cap stuck to his eyes. That's hilarious. I love this guy. I haven't even seen him yet, and I love him. I like. Okay, so now I've actually ranked them in accordance to how I like the Pokemon. So yeah, we'll break it off there. So then we have Sizzlipede or Centiskorch. I think this one's Centiskorch. We have Iron Wings, and then Centiskorch, and then Brawlipus. I don't remember his name, but he's cool. I haven't played Gen 8. I wanted to, but yeah, if I would, this guy would be on my team for sure. Galarian Zapdos, Lunala, Funky Monkey. He's just. I have a Build-A-Bear of him with a little Hawaiian shirt on, and then I went with a Hawaiian shirt, so I have a picture somewhere of me with him in a Hawaiian shirt. It's awesome. Alolan Raichu, Mudkip, Aerodactyl, Dodrio. This one's like Slitherwing, I think. I like this guy a lot. Like this Volcarona version. Poplio, Fuecoco, Greninja, Quaxley, Rowlet, Primarina, Decidueye. Lots of the starter corner there for sure. For Farigiraf, Rotom. I put Rotom here. I didn't rank the other Rotom forms. The things I didn't rank were the Megas, alternate forms for some things. Like I put regional variants, but I didn't put like alternate forms. I didn't do Gigantamax forms. I didn't do like gender differences. I just wanted to do one Pokemon, because otherwise I would have been there for like another hour, which I probably could have been, but I didn't want to be. It was already like 4 in the morning. Oh yeah, so Rotom as a whole, A. You know, I love all of them. In order, I like Wash, then Mow, then Fan, then Freeze, then probably Rotom, and then the Oven one. I don't really care much for the Oven one, but yeah, I mean, again, like the bottom 3 are all kind of like whichever ones I'm preferring, but the first 3 I do like them a little bit more than any other ones. Galganackle, I cannot remember his name to save my life. I kept calling him Gargamel and Giglemesh. Gigalith as well. I think Gigalith was in B. Yeah, I kept calling him Giglemesh, but it's Gigalith, and Gigalith's cool. And Garganackle is in A. Venusaur, Ho-Oh, Crobat, Hydreigon, Toucannon, Annihilate, Braviary, Liepard, Meganium, Cradily, Matang. I had a cool Pokemon card of him. Metagross, I didn't, so you know he's not in here. Flamigo, I don't know, I know, just a fucking Flamingo. But again, you're gonna see a lot of my A's and even some of my S's just being very basic Pokemon that I just happen to really enjoy. Just because I've used them a lot before. I guess like nature. I don't like being too close to nature. I think a lot of animals are fucking terrifying, but some of them are really cool. So you know, I like being around. I like just watching them. Like always, big cats like leopards and stuff. That's why Leopard's here. We have Talonflame, Gourgeist, Vespiquen, Entei, Galvantula. Fucking love Galvantula. Aegislash. I might actually put Galvantula higher eventually because he's just such a dude. Shieldon. I had a cool keychain of him that I got for Christmas one year. I don't have it anymore, but that's one of the only gifts I remember from that general time frame. So he's pretty sweet. And then eventually I went to a neighbor's house and I got a different keychain of a different Pokemon on here that you're about to see. Not about, but soon. Alolan Ninetales, Jigglypuff, the only other pink blob I actually do like. Yveltal is here, Beedrill, Deoxys, Bisharp, Leafeon, Starmie, Gliscor, Cramorant, because of Pokemon Unite, like exclusively. Also, he's just a very silly dude. Diancie, Low Kicks, Lantern, love Lantern. Crustle, really love Crustle, just in Unite and in regular game. He's like a rock version of Parasect, which is just fucking amazing. Pikamuku, Aeronacquid, Breloom, Victreebel, Pinsir, regular Volcarona, and the other 2 are cool, but I can't beat the original. Zygarde, Nihilego. One of the only Ultra Beasts that actually made it up to A. I think the only one that made it beyond A, like beyond B. So good for Nihilego. Electros and the other keychains, the Viper. Fucking love this dude. He's so cool. I guess. Oh god, he's awesome. Farfetch'd, because in Pokemon X you trade for one. With a Bunnelby, you get Quackland, the Farfetch'd, and I use the first Pokemon I got to level 100, level we did. Shedinja, Unknown, and Claydol, and that makes up the A tier. Oops. Yeah, so Claydol, borderline, again, like these 5, maybe even 6, could get to S if I really thought about it. But, yeah, I left them in A, just because I thought the others had some slight edges, and we're about to see what they are. There's not too many. Row numero uno. We have Ditto, Piplup, Minior. I love Minior. I love the idea there's multiple colors of them. I love that you don't really see it until the middle of the battle. I think that's really funny. And I love his little eyes. I love Minior. I wish they put him in another game, because I love this dude. He's so much fun. It's got like that nice little like personality to it. Like you're able to like customize it to like your style, just like whichever color you want. You know, like it's it's more like personal. Kyogre, one of the very few legendaries to make it this far up. I don't care much for all other legendaries, but Kyogre I've always loved as a kid, and now all the time. Kyogre's awesome. Turtwig, lovely dude, one of my favorite starters. Yeah, if not, no, not my favorite, but definitely up there as one of my favorites. Sableye, goofy motherfucker. He's cool looking. He's silly looking. He's got gems on his face. He's like a little goblin guy. He's awesome. What's not to love about Sableye? Smeargle, silly little dude. He's got like a cool. Some of these are up here because they have like cool little gimmicks to them, like Smeargle, Kecleon, as you see there, Grafaiai. But they're also very cool or cute. Like Smeargle, he's pretty derpy. Grafaiai, it looks fucking awesome. Like I love this as a Pokemon, and I love the doodle thing he can do. It's just so cool. Xerneas, I don't know. I would assume my favorite legendary. I did this last night. I completely deprived of sleep, so I don't know if I ranked one any higher, but I'd find it hard to believe. Xerneas, I love this. Like I got Pokemon X instead of Y, just because the majestic freaking fairy deer with all the pretty gem colors and stuff on them. They got swords for hands. I mean, they're so cool. And then Kecleon. They need to put Kecleon in another game. Kecleon is amazing. Color change, combine that with terrestrialization, can make for some very interesting plays. At least I think. I don't know if it would, but I think it could do something interesting. And even if it don't, you always have like his hidden ability, which I think is something. I don't remember what his hidden ability is. Flabbergasted at that too. He gets protein, which is insane. Like, obviously it only works once per like switch in now. But even then, hidden ability protein could be pretty good. If not, color change is very just fun. It's an interesting idea. Yeah, Kecleon, you could take him as a normal, get hit by a fighting move, and assuming he survived, now he's fighting. So now he's not going to be getting hit by a super effective move. And most people will probably expect him to be using protein, because color change isn't that great. But then they can just run like a fairy move and knock you out. But Kecleon's fun. I like the idea, and I like chameleons a lot. One of my favorite animals. So it only makes sense as he's here. And now we have a favorite 11 Pokemon in the game. Hold on. Okay, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are my top 8. So Kecleon made the not top 10. Fuck yeah, he deserved it. These dudes though absolutely deserve the top 8 spots. No doubt in my mind. And definitely starting with Bulbasaur, favorite starter. He's just a cute little grass turtle dude. Got me into the games. I had a little plush of him as a kid. I had like a little pocket inside, so I used to put like change in there or some stuff. It was cute. He's an awesome looking dude, and I love him to death. Number 7, we're gonna do it this way, is Ampharos. Ampharos is awesome. I love his design. I love his cuteness. He's just a dude. Mega Ampharos is my favorite Mega. I think unquestionably, just because he's got cool hair. He's awesome. He's so cool. He's so cute. He's powerful. At least for me. I don't know if he's very powerful in, you know, technicality, but he's still pretty awesome. Number 6 is Parasect. I said before that Crustle was effectively just a rock Parasect, which is cool, but Parasect, it's on its own, is amazing. I love Parasect. Not a lot beats him. Only 5 Pokemon, in my opinion, beat him. Grandma, love the grandma vibes I get off of him. He's just really real cute looking dude. I mean, how do you hate that guy? Number 5, Porygon Z. Yeah, Porygon Z. I placed Porygon and Porygon 2 in B. They could probably go up to A. But yeah, Porygon Z is just so derpy. It's so powerful. Like, I love using Porygon Z. Freaking Tri-Attack. It's something else. I don't remember how I ran it, but I used to run a fucking destroying Porygon Z team. It decimated people, and it was awesome. But yeah, Porygon Z. I love the color scheme. I love everything about him. Number 4 is Girafarig. For giraffes in A, Girafarig will always be up there in S in my heart. I love Girafarig. Giraffes are one of my favorite animals. Again, similar to chameleons, so it just makes sense that they wound up here. They're awesome. I love the little tail. I love the half split thing going. It's just creative. It's funny. It's the palindrome name. I like that. Just everything. There's so much to love about him. It's just a little giraffe dude. It's just a cute little giraffe dude. They perfected it, and it's awesome. Number 3 is Chatot. I freaking love Chatot. One of my favorite dudes. One of my favorite things that my sister's actually knitted me. I'm gonna go grab that 1 second. So, funny thing, actually, everything in the top 7, except for Girafarig, has actually been knitted, or crocheted, sorry, by my sister, so for me, which is amazing. I have an Ampharos, a Parasect, a Porygon Z, a Chatot, and the other 2. But here is Chatot. It is a silly little dude. I've shown him off before, and I'm going to keep showing him off, because he's adorable. I love him. Reminds me of Bimbo Dill from Raft. Just, there's some, like, this is amazing. I love this Pokemon. It's awesome. And now I have a little dude that just can sit there forever. He's amazing. I love him. Yeah, Chatot. I love the design. I love trying to use him, but, you know, it never really works out. It's just so much fun. He's such a dude. Absolutely S tier. He deserves it. Octillery. You know? That's part of the number 1. I didn't realize. Octillery. He's just an octopus, but I love octopi. Octopus is one of my favorite animals. Probably my favorite aquatic animal, unquestionably. Octillery is cool. Octillery has some surprising use in battle. He's got me a lot of clutch wins in the story and stuff, but just in competitive too. Not a whole lot, but sometimes he gets me out of the pinch because he's got such good coverage. But not a lot of this ranking was based off of competitive use. Pretty much none of it was, to be honest with you. But Octillery, as a whole, such sentimental value to me. I love the dude. He's just a dude, and I've loved him for so long. It's just impossible to not like him. But number 1, I think it goes without saying. It's my boy. I can actually just get rid of this now. Shuckle. Shuckle absolutely takes my number 1 spot. It was so hard trying to shuffle the last 4. I couldn't figure it out. But they were placed in such a way that made it. I realized, oh, that's because it is how this is. It was like this. And I was like, I don't know how I would rank the rest of them. So I kept trying to move them around. But I realized that this was just the best way to put it. Shuckle is just such a gamer. He's so silly looking. I love the incredible nicheness of his entire being. It's he's got incredible defenses, absolutely awful special in a Bane attack, but you can swap him around with his moves, so that he can be an absolute beast of an attacker off whim. He could be an incredible trick room dude. I never really used him in competitive too much, but I can imagine him being really good in Trick Room because he gets Trick Room and then he Power Swap, so that way his defenses aren't that great, but his attacks are amazing. And some people would probably expect you to do that, but if they don't, they'll probably not even going to attack into him on that turn because he's got so much defense. There's no real reason to try to attack him right now. That it's gonna be fucking too late. Cause he's gonna almost definitely go first in Trick Room. He's slow as hell from what I remember. But yeah, I mean, Shuckle is just such a dude, and he's so funny. He's cute. And again, I have a crocheted version of him. I'm not gonna bring him, but I've already showed him. You know what? No, yeah, I already showed him before. Here he is. He's just a cute little dude. This is, it's just such a simple design that is so perfect. I love it. He's such a dude. And here's Octillery as well. Super well done. Again, she's awesome at this stuff. She's not on anything. She just does this for fun. And it's so fucking cool. I mean, I love it. But these dudes made the world to me in Pokemon as a kid, and as I grew up, I started just loving them even more. Parasect was a very late bloomer for me. I didn't always like Parasect, but the moment I kept looking at them and I kept wanting to use them, and I love them. They're so fun. Yeah, so there's my S. I want to see Minior and Kecleon in more games. I want to see Shuckle in games. If Shuckle makes it into freaking Scarlet and Violet, I really want to try him in like a Trick Room team. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, Octillery too, because Octillery is pretty slow. I think it could be a lot of fun. But yeah, so this is my list. I didn't expect it to take half an hour to explain this. I'm sorry, but yeah, so that's everything. Let me know what you guys think about it. I mean, hey, what are you guys' favorite Pokemon? Let me know. I think it'll be fun. So thank you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye now, everybody. Bye. 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 Give you big kiss.